As the royal family of Demacia for centuries, members of the Light Shield line have spent their lives waging war against any who oppose Demacian ethics. It is said that every Light Shield is born with anti-Noxian sentiment in his blood. Jarvan IV is no exception, even though he is the first Light Shield born to the age of the League of Legends. As his forefathers had before him, he led Demacian troops into bloody engagements with Noxian forces, and on many occasions he has bled alongside wounded allies and fallen comrades. In his most crushing defeat, he was outmaneuvered and captured by a Noxian battalion under the command of Jericho Swain. This mistake nearly cost him his life at the hands of Urgot, but he was rescued by the Dauntless Vanguard, an elite Demacian strike force led by Jarvan's childhood companion, Garen. Those close to him believed that his capture changed him. Xinjiao was quoted as saying, "His eyes never seemed to look at you, only through you to something he could not look away from." One day, without warning, Jarvan IV handpicked a squad of Demacian soldiers and left Demacia, vowing to find atonement. He began by tracking and hunting the most dangerous beasts and bandits he could find in northern Valoran, but he soon tired of such prey. Seeking something that only he understood, he ventured south of the Great Barrier. He wasn't heard from again for nearly 2 years. After many had assumed the worst, he returned to glorious fanfare on the streets of Demacia. His Demacian plates were adorned with the bones and scales of creatures unknown. His eyes bore the wisdom of someone twice his age. Of the 12 soldiers who had departed with him, only 2 returned. In a tone as cold and steady as steel, he swore to bring the enemies of Demacia to their knees. "There is only one truth, and you will find it at the point of my lance." The last words of Jarvan IV at his failed execution.